the first to know Nsem-Pii TV.
Now if you are the that is the 12th of September 2025. Now, people very close to the Abronye regional chairman of the New Patriotic Party, Chairman Kwamba for Abronye, high hopes say bail condition ya lawyers pay the chairman no be juma na chairman etumi abedru fie na for investigation process atwaso. But unfortunately, what the Accra Circuit Court 10. But Judge Nia Watia Dramo is Anna Samuel Bright Aqua rejected the bail application filed by Chairman Kwamba for Abronye and the lawyers. Now, none of fear they were the robust argument presented by lawyer for a cuckoo dam. Yano representing Chairman Kwamba for Abronye to say the minority leader, the Honorable Alexander Afenyo-Markin, the former Attorney General and Minister for Justice, the Leonard Godfred Yeboah Dame, lawyer Daniel Mate Ado Esquire, and Kaka Juana to say, Asam na ne puma sibreno eya dia na ayebonwa yipa. You also heard the presentation of argument by these lawyers. Each of them said this is just a matter of this misdemeanor. Enti DNT and a misdemeanor. Na judge ni ebe jina tente such in Mema Chairman Kwamba for Abronye bail. No, me tear the prosecutor say cancel more cost to investigation so. Na in fact, do na no ajine yon tanta. Now, a lawyer for the National Democratic Congress, also a government spokesperson, lawyer Hamza Suyini, and our committee, the MPP apparatuses with respect to a more Siam Branded Duchi, and a lawyer Hamza Suyini, HM say, a dear judge in Inayem. Let's call a spade a spade. Enyina Mrebiaso. Now, I know as a spokesperson for His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. On Trahono Masanyo Menkoso. The other interesting fact presented by lawyer Hamza Suyini, ya mempese mekasa mani. Timpese yako, na yakuti hawa, uputu the judgment in its right perspective. And going forward, the osusu se also no ankasa bang. The NDC ya bang and for some of these judgments.
On the issue of the arrest of party functionaries, I think that I agree with you totally that the decision of the trial court judge, especially in the Abronye case, defies every logic and every legal principles that I have come into contact with as a young lawyer. That point must be made. That decision, when I read it last night, I was embarrassed by that decision, especially as a government spokesperson. I simply do not. It didn't just sit well with me. I tried to look for justification behind such a decision, but I simply couldn't. But this is why I disagree with leader. Many of you in your social studies class, you know the difference when it comes to separation of powers and the different arms of government. The judiciary is on its own. The executive is on its own. The legislature is on its own. And this government promised a reset. It may be difficult for many of you to agree that we are not interfering when it comes to the functions of the judiciary. But I can tell you with all sincerity and certainty, based on where I sit, that we are doing everything within our power not to interfere when it comes to the functions of the judiciary and how they go about their judgments. And so this judgment that was released yesterday is nothing but a poor decision emanating from one of our arms of government, which is the judiciary. The very reason why the National Democratic Congress under His Excellency President John Evans Atta Mills made a promise in opposition to reset the judiciary. And if you read the judgment fully, you see, we are having to deal with the effects of the bad political interventions of the last regime. In 8 months, we may not be able to cure all that, but we are doing our best. And this judgment is one of the effects of the last 8 years. If you read the judgment, the same judge alluded to the fact that in 2023, he remanded an NDC activist for insulting Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo as president of the Republic of Ghana. That same judge. And many of us in the NDC then condemned him for that action. It is that same judge who remanded the Woodmeat presenter. I'm sure you guys have read it. So in his mind, what he did, and he was hailed under Nana Addo, he can be forgiven to think that this government will also hail him. So when I read the judgment, I saw it more as self-serving agenda to force down a consistency narrative down our throats to defend. And that is not why the NDC won power. The NDC did not win power to continue the perpetuation of illegality as far as our law courts are concerned. So my dear brothers and sisters, like leader said, the judgment is bad, but when you read it or you hear them make commentary about it in the media, remind them.
In the history of this country, yenya president bi a fight galamsey pa Nana Akufo-Addo na bai. O ma we ba ye. President bi ni abre pa se odi ahoden ko galamsey a Nana Akufo-Addo na bai. But it is how no odwan akọ adahayie. Wu ye no odwan so we. Abere no nya bi abefie. Omampani Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo ani abra all kun galamsey no. Na John Mahama ni na NDC fonso no machire kan chire nipa ne se wo mo ntu aba no ma no wo mo no mo ba mo mo kwa mo makoye galamsey. And abrahu semoni se yenya civil society organization wo Ghana ha, yenya Christian Council wo Ghana ha, yenya Peace Council wo Ghana ha, yenya Muslim ho ahwane wo Ghana ha, ankolo John Mahama ni na NDC to order. Say the mo yani Nsem-Pii na munyai. Say abanti akonya so se okun galamsey. Na mo nso mo ma kire se mo ba, mo be se galamsey mu kina. Ye nye obi ama na anye. But ye nya asofo mo sere so me demonstration eti aban no. Ye nya ahemfo asore so me demonstration eti aban. Ye nya organized labor asore so me demonstration eti aban. But 1 year wo mo wo kire kase galamsey ndie ba be ma mo aye entimu ntu aba maye no ye nya obi ama na anye galamsey ntia ayi demonstration ntia wo. And sabio me galamsey nam dididie e wo me se nye ofisi on e bokro no mo nya na person ba bokro no oni se kro no na okobo na nye but kakra e bedie nti o se ba na hene nyom na o ye se adwuma no na ye nye whole party se obebo na ma na ya abahye no nkran amana koto aba man se do kan no galamsey constituencies ni nyina no 2020 mu wi ni nyina aka jama ba kwa na mi bi oh na efese ene owura John Mahama na ye president of Ghana ha efese amakofi bua ene ye lands and natural resources minister of Ghana ha efese Sami Jamfi ene ye gold board galamsey board no o ye se director o se CEO. Nsemo amuka ye nyina na nyame tumi nti yase bibi di kan ma wo se hwan na ba besue mo ene de John Mahama ka kire wiase nyina se o pese obako school na uni sika de be ha obani school a utwituo kwakro no bo a eye because se obako school asema John Mahama kan implication e bi ni no se galamsey no nye. But yes, a gold adia stabilize ye sidi no. Enti e be makwa ya galamsey. Enti obi ba apassin so ko university. Woniska enti wan twituo ankobokro no no fa de ba no school. De mampani Mahama ka kire Ghana fo no. Enti ene ade na enye no. O might say Ghana rely on adiboni adia siesi o man. E ya wrehosem. John Mahama was a failure between 2012 to 2026, and he will be a failure now because as my can say only ideas a dibu man only policies papa bia odi bebu o man no Nemom ekwamboni bi ebefa so benye sika ne de abu man mo yenya ne saa enti na oba ye no sika kakra na Akufo-Addo ne Dr. Bawumia apagu ho otam ye otu $15 sidi na peke ato is forcing anyway onya sidi no bio no dollars no bio no enti yenya galamse no ne yankoton gold no ne yemfa me yo man yi na nsem a munyina mo kan ye yem declare state of emergency yenye we makofi bu a okochichi nani ase tese akoda ya yi ni fufuo su nam e wo TV su no ana munyamoni na egu ase no Nyankopon de bi yana na do ase ma o kan no se nipa be ye o sei wo de gina wo gidie no mu na wo gina wo gidie no mu a woni amu ye se nyina mani begu ase ne dwoma ha mani magu ase na pontis nyina o mu kaseti ana na do ne Bawumia e wo galamsey hono ne magu ase.
I see. Honorable Clement Nilante Wilkinson Anopei Mechiano na efiti weekend nyina na o mikrom.
Akwaye no.
Entiendra me ne kosia ewe yi na se. Na chese kama pa na Honorable Mechiao Honorable say nkomo na ne yedi elia no. Ono me ya adwen pa se Monday adwuma de e na enye easy especially even school okay going to school on Monday it's not even easy.
There be a school
I say it's not even
school
easy.
I not say school there school there.
Honorable pay. School go. Na messages be bri. Babat see movie away from that topic. It be just so go on. So Mamitio on the Galamsey issue. Yeah, going.
Well, kwaku memiti win. Say Mete se President Mahama
combination mi pa Yesu.
Mete se President Mahama kasa. Na me ya na ese metie ajana 2 for bi. Anytime be metie President Mahama bia no. Asem bi obeka bia I take it with a pinch of salt. Asema President Mahama kan me gidie and they say what declare public holiday pay and no case me aduma etina e public holiday me gidi ye no kwan police statutory ones no ajesa aso beka bia me nyinini ajesa wa ya ade na ansa kwa kumonhwa ade bi me check ade bi sisi ye we ye 6th June 2025. Ghana bans importation of excavators in bid to curb illegal mining. That's it. Ghana bans importation of excavators in bid to curb illegal mining. Kwa kuweye June, September muni win. June, ena mampenyin Mahama say, opese wo tu galamsey ase. Enu nti no obi a wode excavator baga na bia na yejai importation dem obi enfa excavator emfiri amanone e maga na bim kwakuwe ye June anye enrechi ya no mosa ka che ye say excavators abegu so abese airport ye friend say port ma ama ye nyini anadwo ye nyini ntama anadwo a port ho no what the bicycle crop ba onye be fence because excavators aje ho aye ho ma meboa. Yeah. How can I trust such a person? President Mahama is not trustworthy. President Mahama what did dia and now was no bia June ya wa catch Ghana for so ban importation of excavators afebedu August September mu dia excavators na ba gu port wa to the stand say ye nyina nadwo a obi the bicycle klombo ba onye baby face and expect such a person say ye nyini kwaku anadwo mi hwe ni video ba ko a na me ka se wa ankasa se wo say oh say you know gold no and omutuo a na say ko gold board ko mpa enye hwe after say ye ni asase and ye say no it is say asase na say gold ni Ghana for business kala mu a instead abrofo no benya dia ene enye hwe really president etimi kasa recklessly to say president etimi kasa tell manbofo kasa ene wo kan ye no say enye hwe yasase de yese no say yese no kwapuno inya so mfaso me giving meaning to say the government is complicit. The make can say aban no ehyemu bi aban ni age aban ni nyesika wom enti no wabie adura kwasie mu video bi na ekọ say ense nye densu e wo west river yensu o sa video no ne ba ko kwase da wi akete o also ba start de anwa egu nsuo num omo de anwa eto omo ba no ma block awi akete we kwan ho
no eno ye offin do offin on do corner offin Eric Macho bet ima bet me yi sa video na ma ya hwe ya I san find sisi so na no
awi akete o kwase da ewe ya nura enti en somewhere o makeka ani duabo obubo ye no ene so mkeka nyina kwaku ni nyina ebu abo mo afedie no amete se obi say President Mahama oye opposition leader no wan kan be bia say oba declare state of emergency enti no yetimi force no and you say who cares about state of emergency who cares about it the most important thing is say to galamse ase it's about state of emergency yana dey fa ho ben na kwaku bia se me ka say edipa ne refi ade entam dodo ebra President Mahama kasa last year wo bon to ko tebete kan se basa no na Ghana fo bebre agiridi na mis na branch munim na papa we munim no o me vice president da o me president da ebro be ye president a mote task force against galamsey send a single purpose vehicle and no matter because oboko after chema to me that time the company fan hands-on mining na mo targeting no ese na excavators ejiji bebre we na mjai we ya bu collapse the business no and mu je adwuma no then environmental minister Mahama Yarga ekache Ghana fo nyina say afedie galamsey fight no so omu collapse hands-on mining mining no ana omo chance ase nyina de ma NDC fo ana Ayarga be ka say afedie galamsey no muntimi nto ase na they need new tactic na tactics no more use no emfa etomu hia new strategy and what na ase and the strategy was that yenya asase na ema NDC for that omonye galamsey so this is the same person now what fight galamsey elusuo he never won it no na Akufo do ya no asabeje okwaku enkofo bi kasa te say as if say Ghana started with na Akufo do enkofo bi kasa say as if say galamsey started just after 2026 after 2016 some kaya the moment that they saw that now in Nankasa and common started say one should not to galamsey ase kwaku galamsey eba overnight it said there was an overlap na a war 2015 2014 13 12 holding in and the bedu 2017 it's now buy and go for say and yeah Juma Mahama as president was here na went to me nanado yes so yemaye now all of a sudden you are pontificating all over me who bonnet menya bonnet and that's way now baby what do the President Mahama will go down in history of Ghana said the worst president ever to have fought illegal man and he's even not fighting it he's rather entrenching it he's encouraging people to because I support Ghana City.
President Mahama a painting picture say galamsey say Akufo Addo breso right because oko 2014 or so 2013 oko chibi okanse chibi galamsey headquarters no na o say no mo ye ho no mo ye interior deco ho
it is Amna Akufo the president
ana na painting na no mo ye o chibi
ada bia no kan no opposition no
that be no ya sitting president o to helicopter
no
and ko chibi said that program said that no be
leader
I think said that no be Chebi water rehabilitated Chebi water treatment plant no
okay
and no dinner can say Chebi galamsey headquarters I think it was 2014 or 2013 before that June 9 2010 and I'm call launch youth mining ewa kwetia and the one ababeja ma and deputy senior minister e can say omobema emebu no equipment say galamsey say excavators no mo dey aye adwuma enti efisa abre no e na akoba bi tse chebi no mo ne asi akwana no san potem mo na galamsey no ebetu atisipa ana ene why campaign will position odi galamsey campaign no waba ba mu fa me pacho mo fa ensuo no embra menua David Isando ewa Agona West send me message you see look sa ejumako plant na bi ye no serve about 7 districts ewa central region Jamaica say na central region for ni su dunkwa onofede ya me de send we chiri eno so no person ensuo na ye enti central region for air resort to streams ensuo nkitenkete a edam potem na wag o tempotem a wo sansu ni bia galamsey ase no be de we ye yidie no pato we ye the ayinsu river ayinsu ni we na wo adwuma kono eti uye we a yi ba kono a shanfan ni sisi nsu no so no na waye no so e de a kire atiefo so we yera mahama say said the river ayinsu a ni ye so na ye ko school a ye kenkan Ghana nsu ho asem river ayinsu na aye say you or say still yenya nu baby e declare state of emergency yenya nu ho what I say eti we eye kwanya akọ or say still yenya nu ho na akọ central region nyina na we ni water treatment plant kese pa e ho eti no wonder say nkrofo no so munya nsu num me imam da so betimi de ba kono so aba na fe asana yetimi atwa so ru Muhammad de sena godo kan wuti ni di wo galamsey ko yi hu a enye ye because so wutie tape amedi kan ni tape ameboy ya o se akufo ad ne party for the year but Mr. President what me anya course say on national organizer and on national third vice chairman ye galamsey nti yoko for investigate wo ebisi da wo
kwaku ebisi da satisfy President Mahama some kind of position say Fianga boys bi Goro boys bi na galamsey na akufo ad wachi wo mo it so no bo be yi wo mo na campaigns no kwaku wachi wo mo nyame charge